at my friend's horse farm. We've done it multiple years. It's really fun. It's a great way to get a lot of good photography, and in this case it was cosplay as usual for me, and it did work pretty well. I've been looking through the photos. I'll be putting some on this video as I talk about it. So I'm going to first start with all of the equipment. Brought 2 cameras plus, well, a third actually, for video with my friend Allison. I took a few small clips of her taking photos and then a little interview which will be in this video you can check out. But besides that, I had 2 for photography, 2 Nikons D600 with a 100mm f2 lens. I actually picked up a hood, which I will hopefully do a video on pretty soon. It worked relatively well, as far as I can tell, to cut down on side reflections and things with that lens. It's not great for getting high contrast, but pretty sharp lens. I was using focus and recompose with this setup because of the small focus area on this camera, so I didn't get a lot of really perfectly in focus photos, but definitely some nice ones. This one here, D750 with the 50mm f1.8G lens. Really, I think this is one of the best lenses, especially considering the price you can pick up for this mount and everything. It's just a great setup. I was using some of the other focus points, and it works really well because, at least with people photos in my cosplay stuff, I'm usually shooting like this vertically, and I use one of the top focus points. It just works really well to get that focus on their eyes and such. I brought 2 bags, the main one, backpack here. Had the cameras down here with the dual strap. I've done previous video on that with the 2 cameras. And I bought these little things at a place called Five Below, simple discount shop. Little strap here with a standard key ring, so it goes from the lug directly to that, and this attaches with this carabiner to the dual strap just for a second point of contact to the strap itself, just in case this has some issue or it's not tight enough. I don't want the camera falling out. But that worked really well with the 2 straps. With the lights, I had 2 of them with me. I had a tripod plus light stand, and I used them in 2 situations. The first one, there's a little bonfire going, and one of the cosplayers wanted to use one of her cosplays that worked well in that situation, so we pulled out the 2 lights. I tried to get more of a yellow color temperature. I should have gone even more, but the background had some nice fire going, the 2 lights on each side, and it did light her up well. The other main situation for these lights, we had light from the sun still out there, some nice colors in the background. Pulled out 2 of these again and tried to light the subject. They really didn't have enough power to fight that, so it's really going to depend with these lights if I can get really good use out of them with still photography. As I mentioned with the video clips, I really didn't get much. It was all of my friend Allison doing a little bit of photography. She mostly does cosplay, but it's nice to see her get into the photography side as well. It's really good to have both sides. You've got the model side, you have all of that experience, plus all of the photography. So afterwards, we talked very shortly about that, which you can check that out as well. Here with Allison. I've been making videos about people doing photography, and she did a little bit here at this event.
Yeah.
When did you start doing the photography side? Because you do the cosplay a lot, of course, which I'll link your pages and such.
Yeah. So I guess my history in photography, I did some film in high school, just because art class. And then pursuing cosplay photography maybe 3 years ago. I just wanted to have fun. I borrowed a friend's DSLR and just started going for it. So yeah.
Nice. So far, how do you go about your photo shoots?
Me personally, I like working with cosplayers that I'm personally interested in and costumes that I'm interested in. So if a friend's making something I'm really excited about from a game or series or etc., I start thinking like, oh, what are some cool scenes that were in the game or in the anime that I would like to recreate? So I was like approaching every shoot with a concept and having a few ideas and like images already in my head that I would like to accomplish.
Nice. It's probably pretty challenging to turn those into reality, but equipment-wise, what have you been using lately?
So I'm using my Sony NEX5R. I got this used on Amazon.
Yeah.
I got it in 2014, and this is all I use. I have a 35 1.8 on here as well, but normally I shoot on a 50.
Good, nice. And you mentioned a pancake, like a wide angle?
Yeah, it's 20 millimeter,
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Nice.
So I use that mainly for like if I'm vlogging or something, just because
Yeah.
a nice tilt-up screen on this, and then I can easily see myself. So.
Awesome.
I'd say these are the best type of photo shoots for me personally. I really enjoy them with friends, taking photos, having nice backdrops, having horses especially, that's great. But even besides that, it's just good for getting to grow in your photography and all that.